What's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Break number 615 BD. We got 2025 Leaf Pop Century. This is the 2025 edition, guys. This is a case break. It's 20 boxes. 20 boxes on the break. Hope everybody has their picks and I don't know. Give me a second, guys. My camera's messing with me. There we go. That should be better. All right, here we go. 20 box break. Good luck. All right, YouTube. We're good, Ty. Go ahead, bud. We are good. Give us a minute before we start the break, guys. Got a little delay here. Let's go, guys. Anyone on YouTube? No problem, Guitar Pick Jim. You know I got you, buddy. It's been a while, my friend. How you been? It's long time no see. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I saw your name and I was like, oh yeah, I know who that is. No biggie. We'll take care of Guitar Pick Jim. For sure, man. I take care of you. Hi, Jim B. How are you today? There you go, JP. There's your answer, my friend. Nice. I'm glad that the power's on, buddy. Where's the weather that bad, Guitar Pig Jim? I forgot where you were at, buddy. So we'll go over what's in the boxes real quick while we've got this little delay. I do apologize. We got 6 cards per box. We got 4 autos plus 2 one-of-one proofs or plates. So there's 6 cards per box, 4 autos, 2 one-of-one proofs or plates. That's what we're going to do. Oh, upstate New York. Okay, yeah, so the weather's got to be bad up there. Yeah. I have another friend that's in upstate New York also. And, yeah, he was telling me that there was some bad weather coming in. So, I talked to him on Saturday. And what is it, Tuesday today? So, what's up, Mr. Blobby? Breaks and takes. Are we good to start this break, my friends? Are we good to start the break? All right, my friends, here we go, guys. Thank you. Sorry about the delay. We've got everything taken care of now. Yes, Matthew, it was 2 sealed cases that I opened. Yes, 2 sealed cases. I opened them up. Here's the 20 boxes. Here we go, my friends. Box 1. Box number 1. Let's have some fun. Here we go. There's our proof packs. There's our autos. Here we go. Box number 1. We're going to start with the autos. First auto. Here we go. eBay, I'm going to zoom you in. Here we go. You saw the 20 boxes. All right. Richard Klein. Richard Klein. That one is 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on the Richard Klein. That is Beiling. Beiling. Beiling, that is 17 out of 25 on the Beiling. We have a redemption. It is a Pearl Auto Redemption. It is a mystery Pearl autograph. Breaks and takes. We're doing randomizer for that, are we not? Mystery Pearl Auto. And Mr. Tim Curry. Saturday Night Live host, December 5th, 1981. And that Tim Curry is a 1 of 1. 1 of 1 Tim Curry. They're all mystery, big dog. There's there's a mystery redemption spot for all of them. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, sounds good. So 1 spot gets all of these. Perfect. I like that. And our proof pack. Our proof pack is Heather Thomas, Heather Thomas from Baywatch, and I think this was from, Magnum PI? And that is Rick Harrison on the 1 of 1 pre-production proof. So these are 1 of 1 pre-production proofs. One is Rick Harrison, one is Heather Thomas. Yeah, I didn't see your email in the chat either, Breaks and Takes. Here. No, you're not crazy, JP. All right, next up. First auto on this second box. That's Melissa Gilbert. Melissa Gilbert has little Laura Ingalls. That is a 24 out of 25 on the Melissa Gilbert. No idea, bud. Michael Imperioli. Michael Imperioli spot. 1 out of 7. Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase green scripted. That is a 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. As Clark on the scripted. And Timothy Robbins. Tim Robbins. 5 out of 8 on the Tim Robbins. Our proof pack. We have another Heather Thomas, 1 of 1. So if you're going for the rainbow, you have the blue and you have the purple. And on the printing plate, we have Marley Shelton. Marley Shelton. Box number 3. Michael O'Keefe. Michael O'Keefe. That is 12 out of 15. 12 out of 15. John O'Hurley. This must be the O box. Just sent, Breaks and Takes. That is 1 of 3 on the John O'Hurley. There is Chanel West Coast. Chanel West Coast. Famous person for laughing at jokes. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. And on the triple auto, we got Nathan Morris, Wanya Morris, and Sean Stockman. That's Boys to Men. But Boys to Men. All right, that'll be randomized at the end of the break. Yes, I just sung Boys to Men really badly. This pre-production press proof is of Nick Castle, Michael Myers, and Tyson Beckford. Tyson Beckford. Box number 4. On the scripted, we got Linda Blair as Reagan. That is a purple scripted, 1 of 1. Purple scripted, Linda Blair, 1 of 1. Hank Azaria. That is 5 out of 15. Oh, that one's nice. Mark Wahlberg, scripted, The Departed. That one is numbered 1 of 1 also. That is a 1 of 1 Mark Wahlberg. And how about Priscilla Presley? Priscilla Presley. And I don't know what the script says on it because it's 17 out of 25, but I think it says Jenna. I don't know. But that's Priscilla Presley spot. 11 out of 25. 11 out of 25. Looks like we had a scope on the back here. Scope production. This is Chris Ashworth. Chris Ashworth. That is a gold vinyl press proof. And then that is a scripted Christy McNichol on the scope. Christy McNichol. Box number 5. Box number 5. First auto, Brian Tochi. Brian Tochi. That is a 3 out of 15. 3 out of 15 on the Brian Tochi. Annabeth Gish. Annabeth Gish. That one is 16 out of 25. How about Dougie Doug? Dougie Doug. Sanka. Sanka? I think it says Sanka. Dougie Doug, that is a 1 of 1. And Mel Gibson, Saturday Night Live host, April 1st, 1989, is also a 1 of 1 auto of Mel Gibson. Boy, that doesn't look like Mel Gibson's auto, but there you go. Next proof pack. Ooh, nice one. Uma Thurman. I want to dance with Uma Thurman. And Halle Berry. Wow. 2 Batman villains. Catwoman and Poison Ivy. Gotta love those 1 of 1s right there. These press proofs are really nice. There we go. Box number 6. Ooh, we got an encased one. We got an encased one, guys. Here we go. We'll save the encased. All right. Joan Collins. Wow. Talk about old school. 3 out of 6. That is Joan Collins right there on the auto. Sean Young. She's so beautiful. On the red scope. Red scope, 1 of 1 of Sean Young. And Mystery Pearl autograph. That one goes to the Mystery Pearl spot. Looks like we have another 1/1 printing plate. How about another Uma Thurman? Be Still My Heart. And a 1/1 printing plate. That's Sean Young. Sean Young on the 1/1 magenta printing plate. You guys see everything okay over there on eBay? Kind of quiet over there. Here we go. Our encased card. Auto. Wow. Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin on the encased auto. That is 23 out of 25. 23 out of 25 on the encased auto of Alec Baldwin. Does the zoom in make it look easier for you guys, Guitar Pick? Zoomed in, I zoomed in a little bit for you guys. All is good. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Next auto, Saturday Night Live, October 9th, 1982. That is Ron Howard, and he scribed it Opie. Ron Howard, 1/1 on the Saturday Night Live host. Alicia Weir. Alicia Weir, 1 out of 6. Josh Gad, and he scribed it Olaf. Josh Gad on the purple, 2 out of 4. And on the Saturday Night Live host, William Shatner. The Shatner, December 20th, 1986. And this one is a 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. On the shimmer. Got another printing plate behind Ben Stiller on the Saturday Night Live host Press Proof, or Proof, Production Proof, October 24th, 1998. And our 1/1 printing plate. That one, I don't recognize who he is. That is Sean Gunn. Sean Gunn. He's got the lamb on his shirt. Box number 7. Wait. 5, 6, number 8. Holy macaroni. I can't count to 10. PJ Souls. PJ Souls. Scream Team. That is 2 out of 2. 2 out of 2 on the PJ Souls. Josh Henderson on the gold scope. That is a 1/1 of Josh Henderson on the gold scope. Bronson Pinchot. Bronson Pinchot. That one is 6 out of 25. And how about Captain Marvel? Brie Larson. Brie Larson. 1/1 Brie Larson. Heart Brie. She loves you. We got a shimmer of Heather Locklear. Heather Locklear. That was the fall guy, if I remember right. And, how about Derek Mears? Derek Mears is Jason Voorhees. Box number 9. Box number 9. Wow. Mackenzie Phillips. American Graffiti on the scripted Mackenzie Phillips. That is 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 on the Mackenzie Phillips. Dad was from the mama, dad and mom are the mamas and papas. Ernest Thomas. Raj from Good Times. Ernest Thomas. That one is 2 out of 8. 2 out of 8. Bryce Dallas Howard from The Village. Scripted from The Village. That is 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4. And, oh, that's awesome. What a great autograph. Helena Bonham Carter. I love her. 1 out of 7. She is such a great actress. Harry Potter, Sweeney Todd, and all sorts of other great movies. All right, here we go. Ooh, we got our first vertical or horizontal. That is Vinyl Signs. That is Suzi Quatro. Suzi Quatro. And another Vinyl Signs. This one is Joey Fatone on the 1-of-1 pre-production proofs. Box number 10. Box number 10. We will recap everything at the end. How about another Mackenzie Phillips on this green scope? Green scope, Mackenzie Phillips. This one is not scripted. This is 1 of 3. 1 of 3. On the Vinyl Signs, Trey the Truth. Trey the Truth on the autograph. That is a purple 8. That is actually 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8. Next up is a nice Rose McGowan. Rose McGowan. 4 out of 7. And we have a 1-of-1 gold vinyl from Pretty in Pink, Molly Ringwald, John Cryer. This will be random to the 2 spots right there at the end of the break. That is a gold vinyl 1-of-1 of 2 of my favorite people from when I was in high school back in the 80s. Because yes, I'm old. And then we also have here Bryce Dallas Howard, Ron Howard's daughter. And that is Chris Kirkpatrick. I want to say, 98 Degrees or NSYNC or one of those boy bands. All right, let's do this. Let's grab this one. We'll go on this side. We'll go back and forth now. Box number 11. Box number 11. Backstreet Boys. I don't know. Somebody can tell me, Chris Kirkpatrick, what band he was part of. Because it's going to bug me all night until the end of the break, and I'll have to look it up. All right. Okay, on the scripted, red. That is a red shimmer of Chaz Palminteri. Chaz Palminteri. This one is a 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2 on the Chaz. David Portnoy. Dave Portnoy. On the shimmer, that is 5 out of 7. Ralph Carter. That is 9 out of 25. Don't recognize him for some reason. And there's my girl. Love her to death. Marissa Tomei. Marissa Tomei on the Saturday Night Live host. That is the October 1st, 1994. And that one is a 1 of 1. 1 of 1 Marissa Tomei. That is William Katt. He's our greatest American hero on the scripted pre-production proof. And on the Saturday Night Live host, November 5th, 2016, Benedict Cumberbatch. Cumberbatch. And J.P. Wilson, thank you. He was part of NSYNC, so I think I said that first. Maybe not. I think I said 98 Degrees first, but I think I said NSYNC twice, second. But thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That was going to drive me nuts. You are the man, Mr. Wilson. Oh, Mr. Wilson. We have another encased card. Another encased card. Here we go. Dan Lauria. That is 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4 on the Dan Lauria on the blue scope. Wesley Uri. That is 1 out of 7 on the cracked ice. And that's Raleigh D. Lewis from Cool Runnings. And he wrote Jamaica. He wrote Jamaica on there. Raleigh D. Lewis. And that is a 1 out of 6. 1 of 6. Let's cover up our encased card. Oh, nice. Scream Team, Linda Blair. And Frank Ferrer. Frank Ferrer, drummer, on the 1 of 1 pre-production proof. And our encased card is pretty sick. Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci, one of my idols. What am I, a clown? Am I funny? Do you think I'm funny? Am I a clown? Love that movie. Box number 13. Goodfellas. What a great movie. And he died so well. You're watching Behind the Hit. Hit me some Helen Hunt or some more Frank Ferrer. Okay, Beetlejuice, I see you. How about Eric Stoltz? I still don't see him as Marty McFly. Ever. 4 out of 5. I could never have believed that. I'm so glad Michael J. Fox got that role. Bradley Whitford. That is 2 out of 7. Is Pesci numbered? You know what? I didn't even look. I forgot. 16 out of 100. 16 out of 100 of Joe Pesci. Thank you very much, Matthew. I totally spaced on checking that number. Elijah Wood. 3 out of 20. And Howie Mandel. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. We got a printing plate. There is Miss Megan Fox. Nah, I appreciate you, man. Be Still My Heart of Megan Fox. And our printing plate is a 4-person printing plate. This one is going to be randomized. Christina Applegate, Katie Seagal, Amanda Bierce, and Ed O'Neill, 4 members of Love and Marriage, go together like a horse and carriage. What a great TV show. The Bundys were awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Matthew. All right, here we go. Box number 14. We got a nice Kelsey Grammer here, Saturday Night Live host, April 9, 1994. That looks like a 1 of 3. 1 of 3. Melissa Barrera. 3 out of 25. Hey, you got Fonzie. Henry Winkler. Henry Winkler on the gold. Could be a 1 of 1, and it is. 1 of 1, Henry Winkler. And Leon Robinson. Leon Robinson. I think it says DeRice. 2 out of 4. You hit Henry? Nice. Nice guitar pick. Another Mackenzie Phillips. This one's on the scripted pre-production proof. And on the scripted pre-production proof, we got Christina Applegate. Christina Applegate. Box number 15. Box number 15. We have another encased card. Another encased card. Right there. First, we got Mr. Dermot Mulroney. Dermot Mulroney on the red ice. That is a 1 of 1 red ice of Dermot Mulroney. How about Christy McNichols on the auto this time? Christy McNichols auto on the blue scope, 1 of 1. Blue scope, 1 of 1 of Christy McNichols. And how about Matthew Lillard? Shaggy Doo. But he's done other things too. 11 out of 25. Heather Thomas was the fall guy, right? Yes. Was Heather Thomas or Heather Locklear? I thought Heather Thomas was Magnum PI and Heather Locklear was Fall Guy. Maybe I got them backwards? It's possible. Saturday Night Live host. We got Natalie Portman, March 4th, 2006. And Josh Gad on the pre-production proof. And our encased card. We're going to be randoming this one, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. National Lampoons. We got Christy Brinkley and Chevy Chase on the randomizer. What a great randomizer, too. This one is 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Ah, thank you, Jonathan. That was TJ Hooker. See? See, that's why I love my chat. You guys are the best. Not that you call me out when I'm wrong, but just because you help me, because there's things I forget because I'm old. Box 16. Box 16. How about another Sean Young? This time she put a star at the end of it. Sean Young with a star. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. How about Mr. Cheech Marin? Cheech Marin. That is a 1 of 1 Cheech Marin. Kate Flannery, for all you Office fans. That is a Red Scope 1 of 1. Red Scope 1 of 1. And, oh, wow. That is Kevin Bacon as Sebastian Shaw. He's a villain. Kevin Bacon. That is a sick card right there. That one is numbered a 1 of 1, guys. Kevin Bacon, 1 of 1. Feels like another press proof in this one. I mean, it feels like another... nope, it's not. How about Ralph Carter? Ralph Carter, 1 of 1 pre-production proof from Good Times. And Griffin Dunn. Griffin Dunn. Box number 17. Box number 17. Nikki Smiggs. Nikki Smiggs on the green scope. That's to 3. Number 1 of 3. Nikki Smiggs. Cody Rigsby. Cody Rigsby. On the red, that's 1 of 4. Melissa Gorga. Melissa Gorga. That's on the black shimmer, 3 out of 5. And we have another randomizer. It is the same one as our printing plate, but it is the autographs this time. We will randomize both of these, guys. Same one, 2 times. One will be for the autos, one will be for the printing plate. That's Christina Applegate, Katie Seagal, Amanda Bierce, and Ed O'Neill. And this one is a 1 of 1 also. Printing plate 1 of 1 and a auto 1 of 1. Someone can eat with both spots. Someone can, we can share. But hey, 2 people are going to go without something. At least. Jeremy Piven, 1 of 1 pre-production proof. And there is Christy Swanson. Christy Swanson on the ice. Box number 18. Box number 18. We have another encased card. Another encased. And it's scripted. Iconic role. Ralph Macchio as the Karate Kid on the blue shimmer. That is a 1 of 1 blue shimmer Ralph Macchio. Angelica Houston. Such a great actress. Such a great actress. Purple, 3 out of 15. 3 out of 15. And that is Catherine Bach. Catherine Bach and her Daisy Dukes. 6 out of 6. 6 out of 6. Benedict Cumberbatch. And that is a Cheech and Chong randomizer. Cheech and Chong random for the press proof. And our encased card. Vote for Pedro. That is Efren Ramirez. Efren Ramirez. 90 out of 150. 90 out of 150. We got 2 boxes to go. 2 boxes to go. First auto, iconic role 1992 as Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's Christy Swanson. Christy Swanson, that's got to be a 1 of 1. That's gold shimmer, gold ice. That is 1 of 1. Christy Swanson, 1 of 1. That is Frank Ferrer. Frank Ferrer. Somebody thanked me for him earlier. There's another one, I believe, if I remember right. Somebody said thank you for the Frank Ferrer. There he is. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. There we go. And that is a Frank Ferrer 2 out of 6. 2 out of 6. How about Amy Yazbek? Amy Yazbek on the die cut. Be Still My Heart. And that one is a die cut 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Excuse me. And how about another William Shatner? William Shatner, green scripted Captain Kirk. And that one is 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 also. These are awesome cards. I love this stuff. Another randomizer. 1 of 1 pre-production proof. That is Adrian Grenier, Kevin Connolly, Kevin Dillon, and Jerry Ferreira. And I'm trying to think of what that's from, and I can't even think. And there's a Kelsey Grammer on the 1 of 1. I want to say it was like, damn it, I can't think of the movie. Entourage. Thank you. Presto. I knew it. It would not come to me. But presto, and you were there for me. Thank you, Presto. All right, our last 4 autos, our last 2 proof packs. Then we will do our randomizer. Since we're on our last box, make my disclaimer now. Thank you, JP. If you skunk in the break, that means that if you have 10 spots and you don't hit anything, please do not request your shipping back. We will be having to send you something. We will send something in the mail. If you have 10 spots and you hit 1 spot, that is not a skunk. You have hit something. So please do not say, hey, I skunked on the other 9 spots, because that's not, it might be the case, but you didn't skunk overall. So here we go. Last 4 autos. We're starting out with Lindsay Wagner. Lindsay Wagner, wasn't she the Bionic Woman? I think that's the 70. That's a little before me. 2 out of 5. But I believe she was the Bionic Woman. Next up, Bo Derek. And she was a 10. And she wrote her name from the movie 10 with, what, Dudley Moore? Jenny. Bo Derek. That is 1 out of 25. 11? 17. Jesus. My eyes just stopped working. 17 out of 25. Next auto, Marley Shelton. I recognize her, but not from where. That is 5 out of 6. And our last auto, Sarah Michelle Gellar, TV's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Also, Daphne from the Scooby-Doos. And wow, she signed a lot. 454 out of 500. Unless that's a misprint, she signed a ton. There we go. And our last two pre-production press proofs are Michael Douglas. We all know him from Wall Street. And Elizabeth Olsen on this green scope. And there we go. All right, we have how many randoms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 is 7. We have 7 randoms I got to set up, you guys. You're going to have to give me about 3 minutes to set those up. I think I have like 5 opened up on my screen. But I wasn't expecting 7. I'm going to grab my keyboard here. And let me get these done real quick. All right. All right, Andrew. No Hopkins. We didn't have an Anthony Hopkins. You're right. I'm sorry, dude. All right, let me get these set up. All right, first one. We got Molly Ringwald and John Cryer. Alright, that one's done. We have Cheech and Chong. Alright. Alright, that one's done. In my last, let me see what we got here. Last one, so we got 2 more. Alright, this is Applegate, Seagal, Pierce, and O'Neill. And we're going to copy that one and paste it onto a second one. Copy. Paste. And then our next one is going to be Chevy Chase and Christy Brinkley. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, I got them all set up. All right, eBay, you're going with me. We're going for a ride. All right, here we go. So, I'm going to show you the screen. I've got to go back to OBS. Let's turn on our screen for OBS, for YouTube. There we go. All right, so that is so YouTube can see it. All right, here we go. On the dice. We're going to roll the dice here. We got to be 5 or higher. It's an 8. We're going to go 8 times on every single one. Here we go. First one, Molly Ringwald, John Cryer. Random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 times. That's going to John Cryer's spot. That is going to the John Cryer spot. Next one, Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong, 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and our 8th time. That is going to the Chong spot. Tommy Chong. All right. Grenier, Conley, Dillon, and Ferreira. Going 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and our 8th time. That one's going to the Ferreira spot. Ferreira. This is Boys to Men, Nathan Morris, Wanye Morris, and Sean Stockman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 times. That went to the Nathan Morris spot. Nathan Morris. Okay, first one is for the production proof 1 of 1. This is not for the autos. This is for the production proof 1 of 1. Applegate, Seagal, Bierce, and O'Neill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. That one's going to Katie Seagal. Katie Seagal. Next one is going to be the autos. Applegate, Seagal, Bierce, and O'Neill. 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one went to Seagal. This one goes to Seagal again. Katie Seagal swept both. And our final one is the encased autos of Chevy Chase, Christy Brinkley from... my God, I just blanked on the movie. National Lampoon's Vacation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. That's going to the Christy Brinkley spot. Christy Brinkley on that randomizer. Back to the table. OBS coming back to you. Here we go, YouTube. I'm back at you. You can't see the... What the fuck? Okay. The randoms were done on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube, that you could not see them. I do not know why. My apologies. Let me see if I can get it to come up. It was blank the whole time. That makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, it was recorded on eBay. Let me see something here, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Hold on. Yes, Matt, but let me see if I got it. Give me a second. I might, if I fixed it, I might be able to just show you guys. Okay, here we go. All right, YouTube, here we go. That is the John Cryer Chevy Chase. As you can see, 8 times right there. And it went to John Cryer. Okay, there we go. That's that one. Cheech and Chong, 8 times. Chong. That's why I also record on the Ferrera spot, 8 times. Ferrera. 8 times on the Nathan Morris. There you go. Katie Seagal swept both 8 times. Katie Seagal. She took the 1 of 1 8 times. She took the auto. And 8 times Christy Brinkley. That time it should have worked. You guys should be able to see it now. You saw it. You saw the amount of times randomized and the names. Going back to do the recap. All right, so again, John Cryer spot, Tommy Chong. That was Jerry Ferrera, Nathan Morris, Katie Seagal, Katie Seagal again, and that one went to Christy Brinkley. We had 2 mystery pearls. That goes to the mystery pearl spot. Our encased cards. Efren Ramirez, vote for Pedro. That one is 90 of 150. Joe Pesci, the Immortals. That one is 16 of 100. And then Alec Baldwin, and that one is 23 of 25. All right, here we go. These are all to 25. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Bo Derek, Matthew Lillard, Melissa Barrera, Ralph Carter, Bronson Pinchot, Annabeth Gish, Priscilla Presley, Melissa Gilbert, Bai Ling. This one is to, I believe, 20. That is Elijah Wood. These are to 15. Angelica Houston, Brian Tochi, Hank Arazia, and Michael O'Keefe. These are to 8. Ernest Thomas, Tim Robbins, and Trey the Truth. To 7. Bradley Whitford, Wesley Uri, Dave Portnoy, Rose McGowan, Helen Bonham Carter, and Michael Imperioli. To 6. Marley Shelton, Frank Ferrer, Catherine Bach, Raleigh D. Lewis, Alicia Weir, and Joan Collins. To 5. Lindsay Wagner, Melissa Gorga, Howie Mandel, Eric Stoltz, Chanel West Coast, Chevy Chase, Richard Klein. These are the 4. Cody Rigsby, Sean Young, Leon Robinson, Dan Loria, Bryce Dallas Howard, William Shatner, and Josh Gad. To 3, William Shatner, Amy Yazbek, Nikki Smiggs, Kelsey Grammer. We got Mackenzie Phillips twice. One is scripted with American Graffiti, and John O'Hurley. To 2, Chaz Palmenteri. I don't know why I can't say that. I'm Italian. PJ Souls. All right. Our production proof, pre-production proof. We have vinyl signs of Joey Fatone and Susie Quattro. Our pre-production proof 1-of-1s. We got Elizabeth Olsen, Michael Douglas, Kelsey Grammer, Benedict Cumberbatch, Christy Swanson, Jeremy Piven, Griffin Dunn, Ralph Carter, Josh Gad, Natalie Portman, Christina Applegate, Mackenzie Phillips, Megan Fox, Frank Ferrer, Linda Blair, Benedict Cumberbatch, and William Catt. Whew. We got Chris Kirkpatrick, Bryce Dallas Howard, Derek Mears, Heather Locklear, printing plate. That one is Sean Gunn. Sean Gunn. Ben Stiller. That one is Sean Young. We got Uma Thurman, Halle Berry, Uma Thurman, Christy McNichol, Chris Ashworth, Tyson Beckford, Nick Castle, Marley Shelton, Heather Thomas, and Rick Harrison. And our 1-of-1 autographs. 1-of-1 autos. We have Buffy the Vampire Slayer herself, Christy Swanson from the movie. Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio. Sebastian Shaw, the villain, Kevin Bacon. We got Kate Flannery. Cheech Marin. Christy McNichol. Dermot Mulroney. Henry Winkler. Marissa Tomei, Brie Larson, Josh Henderson, Ron Howard as Opie, Sean Young, Mel Gibson, Doug E. Doug as Sanka. We got Mark Wahlberg, The Departed, Linda Blair as Reagan, and Tim Curry, one of my favorite actors of all times. To finish our break. All right, you guys. I'm glad you got a chance to see the randomizers. Sorry it didn't work the first time. Don't know why, but I'm glad it got through the second time. You guys have yourself a great afternoon. Great night, actually. It's Tuesday night. I will be back next Tuesday for my breaks. I'm going to Dallas. I'll be at the Dallas Card Show. If anybody's going, come check us out at the Breaks and Takes booth there. I hope to see you guys again next time. Have a great night.